Have you ever imagined that somewhere on this planet there exist fruits that look as if they just stepped out of a fairy tale? Some shine with colors as dazzling as gemstones. Some carry cultural stories that go back hundreds of years. And some even hold a kind of magic powerful enough to turn sharp sourness into sweetness that melts right on your tongue. Today, let us begin a fascinating journey to discover 15 of the strangest and rarest fruits in the world, where nature reveals mysteries that never fail to astonish and captivate us. Nicknamed the Queen of Fruits, mangosteen does not only win people over with its sweet and slightly tangy flavor, but also with the fascinating journey it takes from lush green orchards all the way to the dining table. Mangosteen grows best in a humid tropical climate with temperatures between 77 to 95 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 25 to 35 degrees Celsius, along with abundant rainfall throughout the year. The tree grows slowly and usually takes 7 to 10 years before it bears its very first fruit. The largest mangosteen orchards are concentrated in Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, and the southern regions of Vietnam. The soil must be loose, rich in organic matter, and able to retain moisture well without becoming waterlogged. It is precisely this pickiness in living conditions that makes mangosteen all the more precious. Mangosteen trees usually bloom at the beginning of the dry season, and 4 to 6 months later, the fruits are ready for harvest. The golden moment comes when the rind begins to turn from green to deep purple. Farmers must pay close attention, because if picked too early, the fruit will taste bitter. If picked too late, the rind becomes thick and tough, lowering the quality. Harvesting at just the right time is the secret to preserving the fruit's signature balance of sweet and tangy. Unlike oranges or rambutans, mangosteen cannot be shaken down from the tree because the fruits bruise very easily. Farmers usually use a harvesting pole with a cutting blade or climb a ladder to hand-pick each fruit. Once picked, the fruits must be placed gently into baskets lined with straw or soft foam to prevent scratches. After that, mangosteens are sorted. Grade 1, perfectly round fruits with dark purple rinds and no cracks. Grade 2, smaller fruits with some surface scratches, but still delicious. It is this careful attention to detail that helps mangosteen maintain its title as the Queen of Fruits. In traditional markets across Southeast Asia, mangosteens are displayed in baskets or tied in clusters. Meanwhile, in major supermarkets or when exported, the fruits are neatly packaged in boxes that meet hygiene standards. From shaded orchards to your dining table, mangosteen goes through a long and meticulous journey. Perhaps that is why people do not hesitate to call it the Queen of Fruits, a true treasure that nature has graciously gifted to the tropical world. Durian, the king of fruits. Unlike many other fruits that are picked directly, durians are harvested only when the fruits naturally fall from the tree. Farmers never rush to pick them early because only when a durian drops on its own does it reach the perfect ripeness and its most aromatic, creamy flavor. To catch the falling fruits, farmers often spread nets, place baskets, or lay down straw and banana leaves at the base of the tree to prevent the heavy fruits from cracking upon impact. In some growing regions, farmers even tie the stem with a rope. When the fruit ripens, it detaches but remains hanging, and the farmer can then gently collect it. The sight of large, heavy durians thudding to the ground is both thrilling and a reminder of how unique this fruit truly is. Durian is nicknamed the king of fruits, thanks to its powerful aroma, rich creaminess, and natural sweetness that tastes almost like ice cream. On the outside, it has a thick shell covered with sharp spikes, yet inside lies the golden, velvety flesh, soft as butter and decadently creamy. Each segment of durian is like a treasure chest. The moment it is opened, the fragrance floods the entire space, enchanting to those who love it, but overwhelming to those who do not. Beyond being eaten fresh, durian is also turned into cakes, ice cream, candies, sweet soups, milk, and many other delightful desserts. Its most striking difference, however, is its controversial smell. In fact, several Southeast Asian countries ban durians from airplanes, subways, and hotels due to their overpowering odor. Fans affectionately call it the taste of heaven, like a naturally sweet, creamy ice cream, while those who dislike it compare it to rotten onions mixed with cheese. Nutritionally, durian ranks among the most energy-dense fruits, providing a large amount of carbohydrates, vitamin C, potassium, and plant-based fats that are beneficial for the heart. With its distinctive combination of being delicious, creamy, and pungent, durian stands apart from any other fruit in the world. To enjoy those golden, fragrant segments of durian, farmers patiently wait for each fruit to fall, treating it like a precious gift. It is precisely this unique harvesting method, combined with a flavor that is both sweet and controversial, that has earned durian its crown as the king of fruits, a fruit that, once you fall in love with, is almost impossible to give up. Dragon fruit, the sci-fi star. Dragon fruit belongs to the cactus family and is usually grown on concrete or wooden posts, which allow the plants to climb and grow upright. The plant thrives in hot, dry climates with plenty of sunlight and is widely cultivated in Vietnam, Thailand, Taiwan, and several South American countries. Dragon fruit blossoms open only at night and bloom for a very short period. They must be pollinated within that same night to ensure fruit development. About 30 to 35 days after flowering, the fruit reaches maturity. Farmers harvest it when the skin turns evenly pinkish red, with fresh green, curved scales. Harvesting is done mainly by hand, using scissors to cut close to the stem to avoid scratches. The fruits are then sorted according to size and quality. Dragon fruit has a vibrant pink-red skin and either white or red flesh filled with numerous tiny edible black seeds. It is rich in fiber, vitamin C, and antioxidants. The flavor is refreshing and easy to enjoy. It can be eaten fresh or processed into juice, smoothies, ice cream, jam, and many other products. In addition, red-fleshed dragon fruit is often used as a natural food coloring for pastries and beverages. Unlike most fruit trees, dragon fruit blooms at night, which makes pollination and care especially time-sensitive. Thanks to the technique of using artificial lights at night, farmers can adjust the season, encouraging the plants to bear fruit off-season and making them available year-round. This fruit is also one of Vietnam's leading agricultural exports, highly valued in international markets for its striking appearance, good shelf life, and high nutritional value. Dragon fruit is not only a beautiful, nutrient-rich fruit, but it also showcases agricultural creativity through its special cultivation and harvesting methods. From the neatly arranged posts in the fields to the consumer's table, Dragon fruit has earned its place as one of the most distinctive and high-value fruits of the tropics. Gak fruit, the fruit from heaven. Gak fruit belongs to the gourd family and is usually grown on trellises around gardens, fences, or wooden and bamboo frames. After about 6 to 8 months of planting, the vine begins to bear fruit. When young, the fruits are green, and as they ripen, they gradually turn into a striking reddish-orange color. The best time for harvest is when the fruit has fully turned red, the spines have softened, and the stem is still fresh. Farmers use scissors or small knives to cut the stem and gently place the fruits into baskets to prevent bruising. Once ripe, gak fruits can be stored for about 5 to 7 days if kept in a cool, airy place. The red pulp of gak fruit contains very high levels of beta-carotene, lycopene, and vitamin E, which are beneficial for eyesight, skin health, and boosting the immune system. Jak oil is considered a rich source of powerful antioxidants, with the ability to protect cardiovascular health and help reduce the risk of certain chronic diseases. Beyond its nutritional value, GAC has also been used in traditional practices to supplement nutrition for children and those recovering from illness. Gak fruit often appears during festivals and New Year celebrations, most famously in Soy Gak, a sticky rice dish that symbolizes good fortune and prosperity. The bright red pulp is mixed with glutinous rice, cooked into a dish with a vibrant red color, a fragrant aroma, and a rich buttery taste. In addition, gak fruit is also made into juice, smoothies, jams, candies, and even pressed into gak oil for long-term use. Thanks to its high nutrient content, gak oil is also applied in the pharmaceutical and cosmetic industries. Feijoa, the pineapple guava from South America. Feijoa looks like a small guava with light green skin, but its flavor is a unique blend of pineapple, strawberry, and mint. This fruit originates from South America, but today it is widely grown in New Zealand, where it has become a familiar part of the local food culture. What makes Feijoa stand out most is its fresh fragrance and refreshing sweetness mixed with a gentle tartness, giving it the character of a tropical fruit, yet with a distinctive identity of its own. Unlike most fruits, Feijoa is often eaten by cutting it in half and scooping out the jelly-like flesh with a spoon. Feijoas are not picked early. Instead, they drop naturally when they reach perfect ripeness. Farmers usually spread mats or nets beneath the trees to catch the fruits, then collect them daily. Harvesting must be done quickly, because ripe feijoas spoil very fast. If left on the ground too long, they bruise easily and lose quality. After harvesting, the fruits are sorted by size and ripeness before being sold at markets or processed right away. Feijoa is rich in vitamin C, fiber, and antioxidants, which help boost immunity and support digestion. Thanks to its unique flavor, the fruit is often used to make juices, smoothies, jams, cakes, and even fruit wine. In New Zealand, Feijoa is also turned into ice cream, candies, and even craft beer, becoming a highlight of local cuisine. Beyond food, the natural fragrance of Feijoa is also used in perfumes and cosmetics thanks to its refreshing aroma. Feijoa is a fruit that carries within it a rare blend of flavors, often called the fruit of combination. From orchards in South America to the fields of New Zealand, Feijoa has proven its uniqueness, not just as a fruit, but as a true source of inspiration for both cuisine and wellness. Salak, Indonesia's snake fruit. Salak has a dark brown glossy skin that looks just like snake scales, which is why it is nicknamed snake fruit. Inside are pale yellow segments that separate easily, resembling cloves of garlic. Its flavor is distinctive, crisp and sweet with a slight tang, often making it feel like you are snacking on a natural, crunchy treat. This fruit is very popular in Indonesia, especially on the islands of Java and Bali, where it is widely sold in traditional markets and roadside stalls. Salak grows in large clusters close to the base of the plant, which means farmers often have to bend down low to harvest it. The plant itself has long leaves covered in sharp spines, so harvesting requires gloves and the use of knives or special shears. When the fruit ripens, the skin turns a shiny dark brown, and the surface becomes slightly firm. That is the perfect moment to pick it. After being harvested, the fruits are cleaned, sorted by size, and distributed directly to the market. Salak is rich in fiber, vitamin C, potassium, and antioxidants, which support digestion and strengthen heart health. Thanks to its crisp sweetness, the fruit is most often enjoyed fresh, making it a favorite local snack. It is also used to make jams, syrups, fruit wine, and various desserts. In Indonesia, salak is even considered a culinary souvenir, something tourists often buy to bring home because of its unique character. Salak impresses not only with its snake-like skin, but also with its crunchy, sweet flavor. From the spiny orchards to the bustling street stalls, this fruit has become a familiar and beloved part of everyday life and food culture in Indonesia. Buddha's hand, the fruit of prayer. Buddha's hand belongs to the citrus family and thrives in tropical climates with loose, well-drained soil. Farmers usually grow the trees by branch layering or grafting to ensure the true characteristics of the variety are preserved. During cultivation, the plant requires plenty of sunlight but must be protected from waterlogging, as its roots are prone to rot. To create beautifully shaped fruits, growers often use techniques such as branch training, leaf pruning, and careful shielding during the development stage. From flowering to full maturity, Buddha's hand takes about 4 to 5 months. When the fruit turns a bright golden yellow with a smooth, glossy rind, it is ready to be harvested. Farmers typically use scissors to cut the stems, taking care to avoid scratches, since Buddha's hand is mainly used for display and offering rather than eating. The most prized fruits are those with balanced shapes and segments that spread gracefully like fingers of a hand, often fetching higher prices in the market. Unlike other citrus fruits, Buddha's hand has almost no pulp inside. Instead, it is filled with white pith, with all of its value lying in its striking appearance and fragrance. Its elongated, finger-like segments resemble a many-fingered hand, symbolizing good fortune, peace, and prosperity. The fruit is rarely eaten fresh. Instead, it is primarily used as an offering, for decoration, to ward off negative energy, or as a natural room fragrance. Essential oil from the peel has a gentle aroma and is often used in teas, jams, syrups, or extracted for medicinal purposes. It is precisely this uniqueness that makes Buddha's hand more of a cultural and spiritual fruit than a nutritional one. Buddha's hand is not only a special member of the citrus family, but also a symbol of belief and tradition. From the careful cultivation to the meticulous harvest and its extraordinary form, this fruit has secured its place as both a natural gift and a spiritual object in East Asian culture.